and 85 shares at a price of 500 rupees. He's wondering whether to hold on or should he book profits. It's considerable profit of close to ₹1,00,000. Vaishali, coming to you on this one on the charts, how does it look?
I think, for near term, there is some consolidation happening, but as long as 1500 levels are held on, I think this can get into new round of momentum and perhaps go towards 1850, 1900. So I would say keep a stop loss of 1500 and hold the stock.
Okay. All right. The next is also a short-term question. I'm coming back to you, Vaishali, on Hindustan Zinc. This is a question coming in from Nidhi. And Nidhi has already bought at prices of 512. Incidentally, I've been tracking the underlying, and that's also something that has a bearing on the prices of this stock, on the price of this stock. The stock has done pretty well over the last half a year, thereabouts, gaining over 50%. She has lost a little ground though, Vaishali. Would you suggest holding on?
I would say so, because I think, it is currently at a crucial support level, and even if it corrects further, the downside, according to me, is very limited towards 450. So I would say continue adding more, and because once the metal pack and Hindustan Zinc continues to get into a new move, I think this can go towards 650, 700 from here on.
650, 700 is on the cards for Hindustan Zinc. Jigar from Ahmedabad in Gujarat is asking the next question. We spoke about it briefly. BPCL, it's given up gains intraday today. He's already bought at levels of 235.5. So he is making money, is holding it on for the long term, looks like. Sunny, on the fundamentals, there's been a lot that is said about crude oil prices and the softness in the prices in the recent past. What does this mean for a company like BPCL? Would you hold for the long term?
Yeah, I would. If you are a really long-term investor, I would suggest continue to holding on to the entire oil marketing company that is space, whether it is HP, BP, or IC. Although in the short term, you may see a volatility in the earning based on the fluctuation in crude oil prices. So to some extent, yes, the marketing division may benefit in case the retail prices of petrol and diesel are held on to, or in case they are cut. Despite of that, we may see increase in marketing margin. However, of late, we have seen some correction in Singapore GRM, which will hurt their refinery business to some extent in the September quarter. But in terms of valuation, I believe the entire OMC space is trading at a very favorable valuation, and risk reward continue to look favorable. And I would recommend, in case you are a long-term investor having a vision of more than 24 months, continue to remain invested in BPCL.
Okay, the next question is on DCX specifically. The defense company is currently trading at 332 or thereabouts. And it's also about the rest of the defense space. This is from Karna. And he's asking about a one-year perspective on this counter. It's not done too much, considering, Vaishali, the kind of runs that you've seen in some of the other companies in the defense space. He's asking whether to hold on to this one for the prospect of gains, or should he switch to another defense company, or should he avoid it altogether? That last bit is my question.
I would say actually the stock is gradually showing signs of improvement, and even if I'm seeing the weekly chart, because the person who wants to hold it is for a long time, I believe. So I would say it is currently at a very good support level. And if whole of defense pack also starts moving, I think this should also gather momentum, and this can go to 400, 450 to start with. So I would say 300 should act as a stop loss. It would negate my view of an upward trend if 300 levels break.
I want a quick follow-up on BPCL, because I was hoping that Sai's question from Andhra Pradesh would be answered. But Sunny gave a fundamental view on the stock. This is for a short-term view, Vaishali, 1 to 2 months. He's asking about a specific trade. He's bought at prices of 351. He's got 700 shares. Should he hold or exit from a perspective of 1 to 2 months?
So let's keep today's low as stop loss, because if we see a close below 340, this can slide towards 320 to 300 levels. So currently it is just holding on. We've just seen a bearish candle occurrence today, but I think it should bounce back from here on.
Major BV Naik from Pune has tuned in and is asking about Titan Company. Incidentally, it's quite a popular stock to be held in long-term portfolios, but